What's up, everyone? Insane Darkness here, and today it's the same day that I recorded the previous video. Now, if I record multiple episodes, I'll have more footage. And, if I feel the footage is good enough, I'll upload it. And, it would seem there's still a few termite nests close. Okay, but now it's a lot easier to spot my house, because you can literally see it right through the hill. Okay. Again, that's a feature I really like about this dimension. It's real easy to find things, but it's also pretty easy to find dying. Like I said, OreSpawn might have all these cool features, but turns out that a mod that gave birth to Mobzilla is very much capable of destroying you if you screw up. Okay? It's not a good idea to be out at night, but I have to have something. And I still need to build my house. And you'll notice that's something I've actually been able to do in OreSpawn for Minecraft than I have in OreSpawn for Danger Zone. Mining and crafting, the two most important things in a Minecraft-like game, are ass slow in Danger Zone. Which is why I was bummed out when I first truly found out that OreSpawn for Minecraft would not see regular updates anymore. I keep and it would seem I have mistaken these little crystal house dungeons for my house. But I suppose a little B&E might not be such a bad idea here. Or perhaps not. Ah, screw it. Oh, yay. Death by crystal urchin. Yeah. Right-clicking on a lot of bugs. Will send what? Ah. Oop. Right then. So, you know, once we have, like, once it's more safe to be outside in the crystal dimension, yeah, I will be expanding this house. Especially if I find myself running into tameable mobs. Granted, I'm not sure what you can tame in the crystal dimension. Again, I'll be making frequent trips to the OreSpawn wiki. It's actually there's actually a wiki for this. It's on the mod's official website. Now, the one thing I don't know what to do is, what am I going to make the floor? Because I want the floor to stand out from the rest of the house. But I don't want to use kyanite because that'd be tantamount to, you know, just using cobblestone. I mean, yeah, I know there's nothing wrong with a cobblestone floor, especially if you're trying to go for a creepy basement feel. But rather clearly, we don't want to be all Doofenshmirtz's basement. Okay. You know, we still got regular old doors. And, you know, back before 1.8, this was what you got. You know, part of me does want to install the Malice's Doors mod, but I'm trying to keep the focus on OreSpawn. But I suppose it wouldn't hurt to have Malice's Doors, since we can make doors that better fit OreSpawn. And, you know, starting in the crystal dimension is sort of similar to starting in the asteroids dimension in Galacticraft, but different. The asteroids challenge in Galacticraft is way harder, and it's an actual config option. Here, it's pretty easy to do an early game Crystal Dimension run, because it's the exact same as a later Crystal Dimension run, except you might be able to sneak in an ultimate sword. I suppose we should make a kyanite shovel. And then after that, we're gonna go mine some Pink Tourmaline. Perhaps if we're in enough of an abundance of the stuff, maybe that'll be our floor. Because right now we just got no floor because I'm getting rid of the crystal grass. We pretty obviously want to have an actual floor. But the problem with using kyanite that's another thing that makes the Crystal Dimension sorta easier, but also it's very good at compensating for anything that would make it easier. In Minecraft, there's a constant X-ray effect with the crystal grass and kyanite. You can see any and all ores. But the way it's implemented in Danger Zone means that there isn't a constant X-ray effect. Or rather, it works, but not the way it works in Minecraft. Because if you saw the video where I went to the Crystal Dimension in Danger Zone, you'll notice that you couldn't see any of the ores unless they were surface level. Or rather exposed to air or water on one side. That was the extent to which you could see. And you'll also notice that our tool use, these tools are getting a lot more use. Seeing as they don't take damage for each whack. Now this is the part that might take a while because there's quite a fair amount of Pink Tourmaline here. And that is our next tier of gear. Okay. It's sort of like iron. It's as common, but reliable. And, you know, before you can enter the Crystal Dimension, you have to clear your inventory. Suppose Okay, not gonna lie, I jumped a bit. But certainly didn't cause anything to fall over. That'd be bad. Okay. Crystal energy has a chance of actually blowing up. Okay. And you'll notice something about that bedrock below. That's formed a sort of maze. There's good rewards if we go through there. Okay, I think what it is you'll see explosions if you're standing right in front of the crystal energy block. In fact, I'm gonna test this right now. Here, I'm gonna stand in front of the crystal energy. Okay, it seems to be chance-based. Okay, but we gotta be prepared for crystal energy explosions. Okay, this appears to be volatile shit we're handling here. Got to be careful. Otherwise, it's gonna blow up in your face. Okay, I ain't played this in a while, so that's why I sort of jumped when I saw that crystal energy explode. Like, Danger Zone just burnt you. But OreSpawn Minecraft still has... I still consider OreSpawn Minecraft the real OreSpawn experience. You know, everything can blow up. I mean, I know I got explosive crystals, but I ain't using those to try to mine. Yeah, we're gonna mine some more Pink Tourmaline once we've smelted it and made a pickaxe with it. That way we can mine faster. Pretty standard issue when you get a new ore. You make the pickaxe because it's got to be able to mine something. Then you make the sword so you can deal more damage. Okay, so we gotta watch out for that explosion chance. You know, it's not gonna damage us too bad. But, yeah, at least... Okay, that was like 2 in a row. But we do want to have some crystal energy because... Pretty sure that's what powers the crystal furnaces. Okay. And, you know, the thing about using 1.7.10, it's like, here there was some of the... I just crafted a kyanite shovel for nothing. I don't know what tool that mines with. But right, obviously ain't the shovel or the pickaxe. Okay, I'm just gonna plop the furnace here. Crystal energy here. Tourmaline ore here. And apparently... Okay, so we're gonna shift this frog. Damn it. Heck. And this, it's a girlfriend. Okay, I'm pretty sure I enabled the dudes. Okay, that's a dude. Okay, and he's a swamp prince. Whoop! Okay, perhaps I didn't quite think that through. But perhaps... You know, if I cook food... You know, steak would be a good option. We're gonna use these crystal torches that appeared out of nowhere. Okay. We're just gonna mine the rest of that tourmaline vein. Now there's plenty of energy if we need it too. Okay. And once I'm armored up, I can beat up some urchins to get more tourmaline. And if I get more of the armor, well, I can just use that once my armor starts to break. It's not gonna get Swiss cheesed like in Danger Zone, because it's rather obvious that Minecraft would completely and utterly crap itself if a mantis swarm of that caliber was attempted. Huh. We actually get strength and regeneration from crystal apples. Now, what I'm wondering is, how do you breed them? We're gonna need to find quinoa. Because that's a crop in this dimension. You hear that? It's rocks. Well, to be fair, not everything in the crystal dimension is rocks. I mean, the crystal trees, I'm not quite sure what their deal is. Okay. Not quite sure if it's... Okay, that's another thing I'm not sure of. What is the deal with the crystal trees? Like, are the crystal trees crystal? Or a crystal-looking wood? Because I'm not seeing the termites try to consume my house. So, I do believe it's safe to assume that the crystal wood isn't actual wood. Okay, I think we've got enough to... I think we've enough to... make a full set of Pink Tourmaline gear. Okay. You know, this armor... It's about as... What the hell are you doing in my house? You know... You know what? We're gonna do something ridiculous. We're gonna have a pink floor. A pink tourmaline floor. So I have a feeling that we're going to run into ample quantities of pink tourmaline rather easily. We're just forcing this cow to come with us. Because, you know, it's in the way. I suppose Tigerseye is sort of like the diamond equivalent. Finding that ain't gonna be easy. But I have a feeling we shouldn't be running into too much difficulty finding Tigerseye or either. You know, we still have to smelt it. But same texture as Pink Tourmaline ore, except more of a brown instead of a pink. Sort of a orangish color. Okay, we're gonna dig up there. Okay. Now that vein's depleted, we're just gonna go over here. There's more ore here anyways. Go over here. We're gonna mine all this pink tourmaline. Okay, we've got our full suit of armor. Pickaxe, that doesn't seem like it's gonna be breaking anytime soon. You know, thing about pink tourmaline gear is, like everything else in the OreSpawn mod, it's crystal dimension, it's see-through, there's just an outline, it is all X-ray, completely and utterly X-ray. Okay, about the only thing is opaque is bedrock and also the chests. Because, you know, back then, you know, it was just, you know, oak. All of it. 100%, completely and utterly oak. And you know, 1.8 added variants for doors. 1.13 added trapdoors. 1.9 also added boats. So we're getting to a higher level of wood block diversity. But we're still far from being able to make anything with any wood. Obviously, it would take a while for the developers to do that. But, you know, that's why they're not doing it all at once. You know, because when they make a new wood, they're gonna have to make everything for it. They have to consider stairs, slabs, doors, trapdoors. Eventually they're gonna have to do chests if they do that, and also boats they'll have to take into account. Which makes me wonder what they're gonna do for the swamp update. Because the swamp update did promise us chest boats. And unlike the mob vote of 2017, no, 2018 was the mob vote. No, it was 17. 18 was the first biome vote, which the taiga biome won. And we got sweet berries, campfires, and foxes. But I am sort of wondering how the bee update would have worked if the taiga biome didn't win. It'd have to have some method of smoking the bees. You gotta hit up the bong, otherwise they'll get pissed. And it's like, I'm not kidding. You have to make sure that there's a campfire placed under the beehive. Otherwise, you're going to have to say hello to some very angry bees. Okay, I'm pretty sure you don't want to anger the bees. Okay. They're already endangered. We don't need to make it any worse now, do we? No. Of course not. But, if we are careful, we should be able to steal some tourmaline blocks from these rotator spawners. And here, you know, I can afford to break the spawners. These structures spawn pretty commonly. We don't exactly care if we lose a couple rotator spawners that are too damn close to my house. Okay. We're still getting... We're still getting sent to the rice fields. So we're gonna have to, you know, break. Ow. Crap. Whoop. I'm dying. And now, you know, we have to go back there, but there's... ninja rotator. Where are we dying from? Okay. It seems that beam has to collide with us for damage to be registered, and we died from a dungeon beast instead of a rotator. But if I had more than just... Yeah, there seems to be a bit of a visual error. Those spawners destroyed. Okay. There's still rotators. It's a disc festival. Whoa! But if we can actually get rid of all these spawners... Okay. Then. Might have to bust out the boom rocks. Nothing? Wow. We really... Oh, we got an iron ingot. So... Oh, it just dropped... Up! Up! It's a slow process. You know... We have such an ample supply of crystal grass that we still have to worry about the rotators because they can fly. We're still very much dying a lot. Because dungeon beasts will still spawn. You know, they're supposed to be guarding the dungeon. But we do have to... And we're still dying a lot. Okay, I'm hoping, you know, it won't take 4 minutes to destroy this without being dead again. So we know the rocks are effective weapons. And it would seem they only connect. They only explode on contact with a mob. Okay, now all we have to worry about are dungeon beasts. And, you know, surviving rotators. You know, we're still dying from rotators. Because there's still rotators. But at least now... the rotators have stopped spawning. Now if we can get up here. Huh. Seem, yeah. Okay. Still can't mine bedrock. The mine might be overpowered, but it's not that overpowered. That's something. We're just gonna mine all this tourmaline. Okay. And we actually got some Tigerseye. Okay, this pays off. You know, going through these dungeons pays off. You know, might not pay off your debt to Tom Nook, but you don't have to worry about that in this game, because it's not Animal Crossing. And, we are almost dead. If they come any closer, they will destroy us. Now, at least we have the ring covered in tourmaline. Can we still make chests, hopefully. Gonna be putting a lot of kyanite in there. Okay. You know, if you... That's a thing. You know, diamond level gear is very common, but you'll see fairly quickly how easily outclassed diamonds are by quite literally everything. Okay, we still need more pink tourmaline, because that's gonna be our floor, because we're, you know, utter mad lads. But you know, if you see how easily these rotators are getting clapped now, shouldn't have that much of an issue taking out more of these rotator bases. And, you know, I'm sort of realizing that I've sort of gone over 45, but I haven't had to, you know, burn everything and go with the Vlare. Because YouTube hasn't threatened gulag on me yet. You know, YouTube gulag is no fun. You know, all your videos get deleted. You know, if they're not deleting everything you've ever done, then that, if they're not deleting all your content, then the happy tree friends are lecturing you on copyright. You know, it really is the anti-ass. You know, I'm lucky to not have had to deal with that myself. But you know, it's not like you can do anything about craptacular machine learning bots. They don't seem to understand what fair use is. It's like, you lie, there is no such thing as fair use, go to gulag. Okay, we're dead again. It's like, dying in OreSpawn, that's as common as bread. You know, bread's pretty common. Yeah, at least crystal apples aren't hard to come by. Yeah, I want to get rid of all the spawners in front of my house. Because, you know... Oh, dang, that crab's got some armor values. Just as long as we avoid that, you know, very large crab. Yeah, it's a very large-looking crab. I mean, we probably ain't gonna be starving again if we can manage to kill it. Well, that crab's gonna send us to the gulag pretty soon. But we're gonna chomp right down on a crystal apple. And watch, we get more crystal energy, more Tigerseye, and we get a poison sword. You know, now instead of... You know, this is when one could return to the real world, the overworld, but problem with that is to craft the sword you need to defeat Mobzilla. You have to craft a sword known as the Big Bertha. You have to go through the dimensions. Nightmare. We need a vortex eye. And wouldn't you know it, the only way to get yourself a vortex eye is by actually seeking out and killing a vortex. What the vortex is, well, the vortex is apparently a she, according to the developer or something. Okay, spawners are gone. so we get crystal energy and an urchin spawn egg. Yeah, there's a lot to fight in the crystal dimension. You know, obviously. Makes me wonder what would happen if you installed a morph mod and tried to morph into Mobzilla. Because you actually have to turn on an option in order to be able to become Mobzilla. Because Mobzilla's a boss, obviously. A freaking hard boss. I used the literal strongest gear available, and I still got my ass handed to me. You know, and we're probably gonna leave off once I clear that little tower and steal all the tourmaline. It's looking like ore. Though I could be mistaken, and that could be the blocks. But I doubt it. You know, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty good at telling the difference between tourmaline ore and tourmaline block. You know, I'm getting more used to this. Okay. And we still gotta find a way up there. We have to scale this mountain. Luckily, we're not in danger zone. There's obviously some termite nests still around that we gotta destroy. Because we don't want termites. Okay. Unfortunately, I don't think Terminix operates in the crystal dimension. But I've made that joke already. Using old material, go to Gulag. But no, we actually make our way around, and we commit some B&E to get in. But we want to destroy. We wanted to destroy the spawners. Oh shit! It's a rat. We get lots of food. Okay, once the place becomes safe with no mobs, well, rather obviously we can continue. Wood. These things, dungeon beasts can drop wood. Okay. Can't just. I mean, one could brute force this if they were into self-flagellation, but obviously we're not. But you know, quite obviously, if you are, ain't no shame. No, quite obviously, seek help. But, now we gotta go up to a rotator spawner. Okay, we're moving up. Okay, this level seems to be crystal urchins. My favorite. My favorite. Yeah, as long as it's not Monopoly on Nintendo 64. Okay, something is attacking me. Okay, what are we dying from? The Spanish Inquisition? Okay then. Well, there's still crystal urchins up there. But for some reason I couldn't see it till I died from it already. And look here. Our first boss. The Vortex. Oh. Titanium nugget. That's pretty good. Another Vortex. But yeah, you know, I think actually now would be a good time to leave off. Next time, we're gonna actually whack that tower. It's done bad things. I'd say it committed tax fraud, but there's no economy in the crystal dimension. What they even use as currency? Oh yeah. Another thing. Getting launched into the air by a vortex isn't as bad in Minecraft. Another comparison to Danger Zone. So anyways, till next time, bye.